All right, y'all. I am going to attempt to do a video of what planners and journals I'm planning on using in 2025. However, my 2-year-old is home on winter break from her little program, so I'm going to do the best that I can and hopefully get this recorded. I was going to record and then try to do a voiceover, but I feel like that might actually be worse. So this is my stack of journals and planners that I am planning on using in 2025. I don't know how this is going to work out. This is totally new. I'm not even going to say a system because it's not a system. It's just like a totally new way of doing this that I want to try. I've used other planners. I haven't figured out what works best for our current life situation, I guess. So this is what I'm trying. First, I will mention I do use an app, a calendar app called Cozi. It's C-O-Z-I. They do have a free version, but my husband and I do the paid version because we share it. And that has been the easiest way for us to have scheduled things and family plans and whatnot on one calendar for us to see each other's appointments and all that. So does just preface this all with that. I purchased this year in review goal planner. It's a petite journal from Erin Condren. I am not 100% sure if I'm going to fully use this, but it does have like places for you to define some goals, some action plans. I am going to go ahead and fill that out. I don't know that I'm going to use these monthly calendars as I don't really know how I would use them, but I do like that each quarter you get to come up with your goals, and I'm going to try that so that I can really get on track. I have some big goals for myself for my writing career this year in particular, but also some other ones to refocus on my health and you okay? And also just, some other things like at home. So I am going to use that to kind of get a grasp on things. This is also an Erin Condren. This is an A5. This is the compact horizontal layout. So this is what the layout looks like. And I went with this because the ones with all the full days has been too much. That's what I used last year. I never used it. Really what I wanted was to have something with a monthly view just for me to look at. I don't even know. I'll probably just put some major things on here. And then on these, I'm planning on just doing like daily to-do things or things I need to do that day. Because that's really what I needed to see on paper. So that is what I am going with for like my main planner, which is probably what most people want to know. Next, I have this Pocket Moleskine daily planner. Now, I didn't do it in 2024, but in 2023, I got towards the end of the year and then it kind of trickled out and I didn't do very well at the end of the year, but my goal is to do every page. I kind of just did like a daily jot down, mostly for what my kiddo had done or what we did as a family. Basically want to keep this journal for her in the future to look at and read. I use a lot of stickers, doodles, and whatnot. And the other one, if I had it handy, I'd do a quick flip, but I do not have it out and handy. It's kind of packed away. So there's that. Okay. The next thing, I'm just going to show you this real quick because this is like a little hack of mine. I bought a bunch of these from the dollar store. These are so great for like pre-planning, messy planning, whatever. I actually use these, as I have mentioned before, I teach online classes for a local college. So I use these because I plan everything online pretty much. I input everything on, the course online, but I need to see it out. And I used to like print out each month, but I was like, this is like ridiculous because I can buy this for $1. I don't have to worry about printing calendars. This is like a full year. So even though I bought a few of these, the way the semester works is kind of funky. So like I'll have like 7-week classes. Sometimes I'll have 16-week classes. Sometimes they overlap. There are some 3-week classes. Like there's just so many variations that having multiples of these has been great so that I can get where it's like if it starts overlapping too much or whatever, I can toss it and start new. But I do try to like just start with one and then go from there. I also have used them for other things before with my books. So like, it's fine. I have like 5 or 6 of them I think I purchased. So that's just something I wanted to mention. The next thing I am doing, I created this book. It's like one of the low content books that I made to put on Amazon, you know, as in my variations of like practicing uploading stuff, making whatever. I had created this little simple book journal. It's like a book a week. So my goal for 2024 was 52 books. So in here you can see where I just like print a little picture. In 2025 I'm planning on filling these out, but I did not fully fill these out. Hey, chill. So in 2025, obviously my goal is to fill those out completely. And then, yep, that's a book. And then, sorry, I'm trying to give her a sticker so she has something to do here. You want the sticker? Here you go, baby. All right, so then I also just created these 2 things. This is a totally new thing I plan on trying. I got the inspiration for doing this because a friend of mine who is a cross stitcher had these project tracker sheets. They were just like individual papers, but where she marked on the calendar every time she worked on that project. She had one for each of her projects, and I said, oh my god, that is like a genius. So this is my writing project tracker. So I have plenty of room in here for there's just some extra note pages because, you know, whatever, but then I also have just like notes and plans on here. So that's so that I can have any notes for that project. But basically the way I plan on doing it, I do have a color coding down here. So let's say I'm working on my current book, which is Home Sweet Home. I would write that as the project title or whatever the working title was. And then whenever I work on this, there's a couple different options. I could highlight it, I could put an X, I could circle it. But I'm going to have an option to color code. So it'll be like writing, editing, marketing, or whatever I am focusing on at that time. I'm going to do one for each of my writing projects, but then I think I'm also going to do one for just like general admin. So like working on my website, you know, things like that, the backlog, fixing things like that or whatever. Just, I want to keep a track. One of the things I've noticed is that I'm not consistent in anything in life. Let's just be honest. I'm kind of like a binge worker, a binge whatever. I do things in clumps and chunks. And I do want to see, in order for me to make progress, I want to see more consistency. And I'm not striving for this, like, you know, write every day or whatever. That's not me. It's never going to be me. I don't care and I don't want it to be me. I do want to seem like more consistent. I don't want to be like, oh, okay, well, in January and February, I worked a ton on this book, but then it doesn't have to be on this book, but like then March, April, and May, I didn't do any work on anything. So that's kind of what I'm doing that for. I also just like made another one. I know this is just like, it's the same book, but in this one, I'm going to try to use this as like a habit tracker for different things. So this is where I will be like, I probably don't need this many things, but it's more about, you know, like I want to start walking regularly again. I want to do yoga, whatever. So like the goal would be at the end of the year, if I say like my goal is to do yoga twice a month or whatever, that I would look at this and be like, hey, yeah, I did it. Whatever the case may be. So yeah, that's it. Those are all of the planners and notebooks that I am currently planning on using for this year. I do also have this, which is so cute, and I actually didn't realize it started in August. It's so sad, but I need to figure out some very simple. I could either do like gratitude in here or let my daughter do something. She's like big into notebooks and stickers already. She's only 2 and she's already like obsessed. She has her own like sketchbook full of like doodles and stickers. So, yeah, I think that's it. Also, I think I showed y'all this before, but just in case, this is what I'm using. I'm going to fill this as I do words. It's going to be, one of these is worth 3,000 words. So whenever I believe I got to recount these to make sure, and I need to write that as a note on the back so I don't forget again. So that'll be my word count tracker for my current work in progress. I do still have that big poster board I made to fill out, and with my rewards, like I haven't made much progress on that. I've been really focused on Home Sweet Home and trying to get this ready to get out and whatever. So right now I'm trying to, I bought a bunch of things to help me. I got Book Brush, Pro Writing Aid, and I just signed up for Book Siren. So if anybody's like interested in hearing what my experience is with any of those, there's something else too. I can't remember what else I grabbed. But anyway, if anybody's interested in hearing any of those, let me know in the comments, and I'm going to leave it at that. Hopefully this video is not a total mess, and thanks for watching.